everyone. Thanks so much for joining me here today as we get to talk about one of my favorite subjects, comic books. My name is Jose. I love comic books. I love talking about them. I love sharing them with you. Feel free to follow me on social media if you would like. Links are in the description below. I've also posted a link to this story where through the Marvel fan site where you can look at plot synopsis and character bio. So we are towards the middle to end part of Walter Simonson's run on Thor. Unfortunately, he does not stay on Thor forever. As nice as that would have been, he does not. He is almost done as artist, and then Sal Buscema will take over for him while Simonson does right. We are going to go all the way to continue his Thor run. And then after, we're going to kind of skip around a little bit in Thor's every Thursday. I'm going to still do Thor. There's lots of runs that I like. So we'll just be skipping around for the next one. I haven't decided whether to go backwards or forward. So we'll see. So today we are going to be taking a look at Thor 362. From 1985, Walt Simonson is the writer, penciler, and inker. John Workman is the letterer. Here's the executioner holding some Uzis, or, whatever you want to call them, assault weapons. You just didn't see the Norse gods using such weaponry back then. I bought this issue right off the stands when I saw it. It was just Walt Simonson's art always spoke to me. So I love these goats. I think they're so badass. Not the way they're portrayed in the movies at all. These are warrior goats. None of that screaming stupid thing that the movie kind of ruined. So, all right. I have covered every issue from the very beginning of Walter Simonson's run. I have a playlist called Walter Simonson's Thor. Feel free to check it out. We are just going right off the next issue. So, like a bat out of hell, hell is spelled with one L, not a misspelling here. So, all right. So, our warriors have headed out of hell after Thor was able to defeat Hela. So here we go. This warrior here says, "Look, Thor, what great ship sits yonder by that cold sea." And so his name must have been Naglfar. She is called Harrokin, and she has been a building since the dawn of time. 'Tis said to be made of the fingernails of dead men, and when she is finished, the dead will sail her to Asgard to destroy the gods. And here we have our credits. I love how the credits are just kind of here, just kind of like, I've always thought it very modest of Simonson. Simonson, I think, is the one who wanted his credits just toward the bottom to not, whereas Stan Lee would put, the credits right up here. So, all right. But long may it be till that day comes. And now that we have recovered the souls Hela stole from the mortal realm, and of course we have covered that, let us hope that we never again behold Nafalgar till the last thread of the fates is broken. Our task will be finished, Balder, when these poor spirits have been returned to earth. Can you guide us out of this place? And remember, he's bandaged up because Hela used her hands on him. So he's kind of covered up. I have trod the hellway before. Not far is the bridge Gjallerbru. Remember, in Scandinavian, the J has an I sound. That marks the ending of the realm. But I mistrust Hela. Surely she will not let us ride this easily from her doors. And Thor says, though the wounds you oh no, it must be Balder. Though the wounds you suffered in duel with the mistress's death belie the word easily. Someone here with an X. How is your face? The hurt seems as fresh as when Hela struck me with her hand of glory. But the son of Odin does not take his guardianship of Midgard lightly, Balder. If we have truly saved these mortals from their unjust doom in hell, I think it will have been worth the cost. Mayhap in time, the agony will heal. And then someone off panel says, and mayhap, Thor, you will always bear the agony to remind you of your rashness when you invaded Hela's kingdom. And here is Hela herself. Rather, it will remind me that even you may not upset the balance of life and death, Hela, though you rule this realm forever. Have you come to dispute our departure, says Thor. On the contrary, I merely thought you should take all your felons with you when you leave. Or have you forgotten that one who abandoned you upon your arrival in hell, the executioner? And he comes back and says, what? And so Thor says, so Scourge, I see now why you left us behind. The enchantress has ever commanded your heart before all other loyalties. And thus still, Thor. I will stand beside her here against any that try to stop me. And then Balder says, but who stands beside you, Scourge? In this place all things are Hela's, and nothing is what it seems. And the enchantress says, do not listen to them, beloved. They would tear us apart as they have always done. And the executioner looks at her, yet Balder spoke, and the Bright One never lies. Forgive me, my love, but I must see for myself. The executioner's axe can cut through any disguise to reveal the true being beneath. And it says, and she screams, Scourge, no! And so it was not the enchantress. So we have here someone by the name of Mordona. And she goes, oh, darling, what have you done? Did I not warn you to be careful? Now they shall see me as I really am, and know that you betrayed them. And Scourge is like, what? Never mind, Mordona will see to it that her Scourge does not suffer the consequences of his actions. An eternity of pleasure here in hell shall be your reward for your services. And the executioner says, no, I have not betrayed the Asgardians. I'll split you where you stand. 'Tis no good, Scourge. Thor has caught on now. Let me whisk Mordona away before harm comes to her. You shall be next. And Scourge is like, Thor, you must believe me. I knew nothing of this. I truly thought I walked with the enchantress. I think Hela here. Come, Scourge. When the time is ripe, you shall sail the Naglfar with the dead, and Asgard shall fall before us. The ship of the damned, never. But you and your doxy, Hela, will regret that ever you played the executioner for a fool. For the axe of Scourge is deadly beyond measure. And he throws the axe. And it's heading toward the ship. It can cut through the dimensions themselves to release the energy that binds the 9 worlds together in this place. Now shall chaos reign in this spot, as it did in the beginning. And boom! Great panel here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As the ship, you can just Simonson and the Kirby dots and the man, oh man, he's such a great artist. And Scourge has destroyed that ship, and Hela goes, "My ship, my beautiful ship, Thor, this is your fault. Had you never come to Hell, Naglfar would be ready to sail upon the seas. I swore I would let you leave Hell with the souls of the mortals, and leave you shall as a corpse." And she throws like an energy beam to him. And Balder intercepts this. "Never, Hela. My blade will parry your fatal blow, and Thor shall yet live." And he thinks, "Though my sword took the brunt of the blast, my arm grows numb. I cannot move it." And so Agnar's like, "Balder, well parried, brave one. But it occurs to me that only you know the road that leads out of Hell. Thor can wait. The guide shall be destroyed first. Then none shall escape from from here without Hela's consent." And Agnar's like, "Balder, flee, Agnar. Save yourself." "Never. I'd give my life for you." And Agnar, if you remember right from the beginning of Simonson's Thor run, he's changed. "Then I'll grant you the honor of dying with your hero, Agnar." And Thor throws Mjolnir at her. "Not when the hammer of Thor can still protect the innocents, death goddess." Love how Mjolnir returns to him and he catches just awesome stuff. "Quickly, Agnar, see that Balder is mounted. With the destruction of her ship, Hela's anger will surpass understanding. We have only seconds left." And so, "Come, heroes, turn your horses and heads and follow me, for Hellway lies before us, and we must ride it to freedom. Though all the powers of Hell shall seek to bar our way." "Get those wagons moving," says another. And so off they go with all sorts of demons and stuff. And soon, with the demons on the way, the Asgardians are like, "Open fire!" And just with the guns, man, oh man, you just don't see that ever. It just ba 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 ba. So, all right. So now that they got those demons out of the way, off they go. "Ride, Asgardians, ride," says Hela. "Though you ride for thousands of leagues, you shall not escape Hela and her red reavers. I meant to goad Scourge into some rash action that would have released me from my oath, but never did I think he would destroy my ship. Come, you dead, your mistress speaks. All those who were slain at the hands of the heroes of Valhalla, rise up. Those whom the swords of Hurricane claimed, those who fell beneath Sigmund's bright blade, rise up. The time of vengeance is at hand." So we are going to have a big kerfuffle. So our heroes are making their way out. Thor says, "What is it, Balder? Why do you pause?" "Before us gathers a lowering cloud I have seen before. Look ahead, Thor, and see the face of death." And there are warriors here. "A shield wall made by the warriors we slew in every battle since the beginning. They stand against us in hate." So here comes the Asgardians, just running. Oh my goodness, how cool. "These are not the men we faced and fought, but the shadows of those men in Hela's service. Now, look to thy defenses, denizens of Hell. Never again will you see warriors of Valhalla's finest. Einherjar, follow me. We will break them here or die the real death." So here come the warriors. And another great look at this. Oh my goodness, what a splash page. Oh, and the lettering of John Workman Jr. I love Simonson. I love his Thor run. It is just it's just great. So up to Tooth Gnasher, up Tooth Grinder. Take to the air and carry the lightning of your hooves amid our enemies. We shall match the hammer of Thor against the shield wall of hell. For Asgard, he yells. Just amazing. And somebody else down here says, and Thor. Oh, let's look at this one more time. What a freaking awesome, awesome splash page. So, even as far away as Gjallerbru, the golden bridge that crosses the river Gjol, the boundary that marks the end of Hela's kingdom. Since the beginning, Modgud the Silent has stood by the bridge and welcomed the passing shades into Hell. Hostess and guardian is she, and her ancient charge is to greet the new arrivals. Never has she abandoned her post for any reason until now. So here come the Asgardians. And so Modgud flees. The bridge is won. And just them, just da 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 da. That is awesome. So, Balder, to you I give you the charge to see these mortal souls safely back to Midgard. And that's what he's, believe he has in that casket. We have only broken through the ranks of Hela's warriors. We cannot travel quickly through the tunnel beyond the bridge that lead to safety. And soon enough, all of Hell will be at our heels. What of use, says Balder. I will stay here and hold them till you have had time to escape. And Balder pleads with Thor, surely you will perish in this attempt. Perhaps not. My hammer may yet win me passage through the upper worlds, but no one else can hold the hordes of Hell here at the bridge till you and the others are safe. And so, from behind, the executioner hits Thor. And he says, no, Thunderer, you shall not hold the hordes of Hell at bay before the bridge. So it does seem like Scourge has betrayed them, but it is not how it seems. And they're like, executioner, he has felled Thor. This is some trick of the traitor. Slay him. And Balder says, give me your weapon, Harukin. Oh, he was going to shoot him. And the executioner says, Balder, hear me out. He says, speak. They made a fool of me, Balder. They laughed at me. Everybody laughs at Scourge. Hela, Mordona, even the Enchantress. Even the Enchantress I love. They all laugh at me, except you, Balder. Except you. Balder is too kind to laugh at Scourge. But whenever they laugh, I hurt inside. Maybe I die a little. Oh, the executioner has feelings. Now I think I am dead already, and my axe was destroyed with Naglfar. So I will stay behind, and the last laugh will be mine. You and Thor have a drink when you are next in Asgard, and laugh at Scourge's last laugh together. I will hold the bridge, and he takes the machine gun. It's very cool, very similar to the third Thor movie. So, leave me as much ammunition as you can spare, and an extra weapon or two, and bid Thor farewell to me. Tell him I'm sorry I struck him unfairly. We shall have that drink, he and I. Mount up, warriors, and ride. So, Scourge's last stand. Goodbye, Balder. The thunder is louder now, and Scourge is waiting. And this is just awesome. Perhaps he has waited all his life for this one moment. And here comes the warriors, but Scourge is not going. Just look at this. Bow, 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 bow. Just knocking them down, and they keep coming, and he fights. So here comes the next wave. and there is no time to reload. So I'll clear a space for the moment till I can rearm. Come and get it, demons. 'Tis Scourge's last laugh. And though the executioner stands alone, and the warriors of hell seem numberless, and look at him, just keeps shooting, not one sets foot upon the bridge across the river Gil. They sing no songs in hell, nor do they celebrate heroes, for silent the dismal realm of cheerless. But the story of the Gyalberbrew and the god who defended it is whispered across the 9 worlds. And when a new arrival asks about the one to whom even Hela bows her head. Simonson loved this so much, he even signed it. The answer is always the same. He stood alone at Gyalberu. So you can see here as he has died. Amazing. So, Baldur, what happened? Scourge, he took your place, Thor. He has given up his life that we may win free. But he held the bridge. There's no one in pursuit. Then he has done what I would have done. I thought in battle I might ease the torments of my wound. But I see that Scourge needs was greater. I am not fated to find respite so easily. So be it. Where are we? Baldur says, somehow the way is not so long and dark as it was on our journey down. And you can see it's almost. Before us lies the cave exit. Perhaps Hela has sped us on our way to meet the hellhound Garm, who stands in the valley below, hoping he would do what her warriors could not. Leap you to the saddle again, Baldur. The executioner has fought one fight for me already. This battle is mine. And so Thor is going to take on the dog, the hellhound. So, Odinson, you have gotten this far and not unscathed, I see. But I will feast upon your bones. Then, truly, I will be known as the doom of Thor. But not quite. See what I mean about the goats? None of that screaming. So, just amazing. And he's just so warrior. This issue's so action-packed. So, and Thor hits the hellhound, knocking him down. So, come, Baldur, come, Hurricane, come, all ye who would venture forth from hell. The way is open, and out comes everybody. So, shortly at the edge of the forest where the birds sing swiftly, the expedition final arrangements are made. The wagons are hitched beyond your chariot, my lord Thor. Are you sure you do not wish to ride with us to Midgard? Oh, are you sure you do not wish us to ride with you to Midgard? And Thor says, there is no need, Hurricane. And besides, now that the Rainbow Bridge is gone, you would not find the road to Earth so easy as it was. But my hammer and my chariot will see the wagons through. So, this story was very Lord of the Rings. So, then the Einjarnar and I will return to Asgard to await you. Do not be long, for surely Loki is already preparing to fill your father's throne and become Asgard's new lord. I would hate to have escaped hell in order to bow to Loki's suzerain. I don't know that word. I'll be home directly. Fare you well, and thanks. And you, old friend, I see you do not depart with the Einjarnar on the road to Asgard. Nornrealm is my destination, Thor. I said I would return to Karnell if I survived, but I am sorry to have come on this journey. I love all that live, Thor, yet in Hela's halls there are warriors who once breathed the air as I do now. I have seen Nanna, whom I did love, corrupted by the kiss of death, and I begin to wonder if my touch is doomed to blight the lives of all I care for. The sword is an evil gift to the living. Imagine a machine gun. So, and so Thor asks Agnar to stay with him, and he says he will. So, and fear not, Carnella will remedy his blackness. So, all right. And so Thor is going to go back to Earth and take the human souls there. And he creates a way in there. And so we thus end our issue here. So I hope you enjoyed this issue. This is the most action-packed of all the issues so far. So, and there have been some good ones, but this run is just incredible. So anyway, Thor 362 from 1985. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. And I do thank you for listening. Goodbye.